Hey everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant, waking up way too early. Okay, it's like 7. I hit the snooze on 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I wasn't awake, so I hit the snooze, but I'm still going to the gym, and then we'll hit the desk, get to work. And after a nice little rigorous swim, I am actually awake, enjoying that view in the morning of just the sunset coming up. There's nothing like waking up before most people to just get a workout and get an early start. And of course, the good old coffee always helps kickstart when I'm a little too tired after working out or pushed a little too hard in the morning. So I just finished up my new morning ritual. This is something that I did when I first started this channel and growing my business, and I'm kind of going back to it, and that is the morning brain dump, where essentially I just write out everything that's on my mind in terms of what I want to do or what I think has to get done. And then I go into my project manager, which we use Asana, and really prioritize. And I find that what this helps me do is see what's causing the most anxiety, because this isn't necessarily the list of the most important things, and this isn't necessarily the list of things that's going to drive my business or drive your business forward faster. It's just it's really acknowledging anxiety and emotional standpoint. And I find my anxiety goes down a little bit because there's always more to do than there is time. And so we always have to prioritize, but at least if you get those things out of your head, you might be able to pull something from the back of your mind that's causing some subconscious anxiety. For example, I was having trouble relaxing over Christmas and New Year's because of something I hadn't done for a client. It was 30 minutes worth of work, but it was getting in the way of me relaxing. I spent 30 minutes and I could relax, right? So it's not always that easy or simple, but hey, just wanted to share the importance of making sure you get everything that's going on in your head on paper. And speaking of that, it's the time of the year for goals, right? Goals, resolutions, doing your ideal day exercise, domino goals, SMART goals, whatever you want to call them, starting your 30-day journaling challenge, whatever it is, or whatever other videos you've watched. It seems like they just come out of the woodwork, and there's 20 million different things you're supposed to do when it comes to being more successful in the coming year. So I want to strip all of that away and focus on 2 things, because there's really only 2 things you need to focus on in order to make 2019 and whatever year you move forward with a breakout year or the most successful year. So 2019, let's make this your breakout year with these 2 things. So number 1, and we're ignoring goals, right? This is just focused on these 2 things. So the first thing is you want to identify what is the one thing you can do that's going to bring you more customers or sell more products. So if you're physical products, what's the one thing you can do to sell more products? If you're a services-based business like I am, what's the one thing you can do to bring in more clients and customers, right? The answer might be a little complex. It might be, well, I have to put together a landing page, and then I have to do an email sequence, and then I have to do more sales calls. Whatever it is, maybe you have 3 or 4 things, but then you can narrow it down to 1. So that's number 1, just how do you get more money in the door? And then number 2, so we're going to do time and money. So if the first one was money, the second one's time. Number 2, what is the one thing that takes up the majority of your day that isn't the first thing that you identified? So I'll say that again. What is the one thing that takes up the majority of your day? What is the most time-consuming task, time-consuming thing that you spend time on in your business that isn't the one thing that brings you more clients or customers or sells more products? So as a concrete example, I'm going to pull over and put my 5-step YouTube content creation process here and show you how I did this analysis, and it literally took me 15 minutes, and I have a clear focus for the next quarter on exactly what I should work on and exactly what I should ignore. If you're more interested in this 5-step content creation process, you can check out the link in the description to like a 60-minute webinar that goes through all of these steps meticulously. It's 100% free. You can check that out. So what I want to focus on here is how I use this process to identify what I need to focus on. What are my two things? So first, how do I grow this channel? Well, I identified that I need to make more quality videos. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you've seen videos where my face is like super white, or my face is super dark, or the lighting's all messed up, or you can't hear me. I had a month's worth of content where the microphone was broken, and I just sat in my seat and I did 10 videos in a row. That was a month's worth of content. And you know what? The videos went up and they all performed poorly. So my one thing is, how do I produce more videos that are up to par, or minimum standard of quality? So that's my one thing. Okay, great. That's where I should be spending more of my time. And then what's the one thing that I'm spending a lot of time on that isn't that first thing, which is making more quality videos? Well, it's editing. And that is something that has actually become the bane of my existence. Making the graphics that you guys and gals like so much, and then actually editing the videos. For some context, it takes me about 4 hours to create 3 content videos from I have an idea to it's recorded. Then it takes another 5 to 6 hours per video to do all of the graphics and the editings, cut out the ums and ahs, because I'm not the best person in the world when it comes to doing everything in one take. That's why I have to have cuts. I'm just not built that way. And so for me, I've identified that I need to figure out how to make more videos, speaking of cuts, and then how do I not spend so much time editing? So part of this list is I'm going through an audition right now of people on Upwork who are going to help me with graphics for this channel so I don't spend 3 hours making awesome graphics or PowerPoint presentations. Okay, I think they're awesome, and hopefully you do too, because if you don't think they're awesome, then I should stop spending 3 hours making them. Anyway, and then the second part is finding a video editor. So I've asked some friends and colleagues, fellow YouTubers, what video editors they have. It's actually surprising how many YouTubers still do all of their own editing. I think it's absolutely exhausting and crazy. And luckily, because of the YouTube ad revenue that this channel is finally producing, there's enough budget to hire someone to take over some of the video content. Obviously, if I do more videos, that means we need more cash for more editors. And that is it. That's all I've identified for my 2019 goals. And then once I reach that, once I've pushed that off my plate, then I do this analysis again. What's the one thing that's going to grow this channel? Chances are it's going to be continue to make more videos. And then I'll go to number 2 and identify something else that I should take off my plate. Now, I know there are a lot of you out there who are going to be upset because you go, Jason, video editors are really expensive. It's not like I have a bunch of cash laying around to have someone take over my video editing, right? And I totally get it, because that's exactly where I was 9 months ago. I had to edit to this point, I've edited every single video that has been posted to this channel, all 405 of them, right? So it's been a long time coming because I kept focusing on the one thing, which was growing this channel. And finally, 9 months later, the channel has enough income for me to offload that video editing process. So if you're in that situation where you realize that something you want to offload in your business is too expensive to offload, then just look at the next thing down the list. For me, the next thing down the list was optimization, writing the descriptions, doing the playlists, uploading the videos. Well, I was able to afford to have someone on my team do those things. So I don't have to do the playlists, I don't have to write the descriptions, I don't have to physically be the one who uploads the video and does all the title and tag research. I can have someone else do that because it wasn't as expensive to hire someone as hiring someone to do video editing. So I just want you to know that there's no excuses here. There's just those 2 things. What gets you more customers, more clients, sells more products to get more money in the door, and the more money you get in the door, the more resources you have to hire someone to do all that other work that you shouldn't be doing. And that's how we're going to ensure that 2019 is your breakout year and you start having a snowball effect with your time, energy, and of course, profits and resources. So thank you so much for watching. I know it's been like 2 months since I did a YouTube video, and that is because I've been sick on and off that entire time. I'm very much looking forward to getting back to 2 to 3 vlogs a week. Of course, that's all dependent upon what happens with the auditions of the graphics and the video editors that are on this list. So the faster I can offload that, the quicker I can get back to more vlogs and more content, because I'm just being stretched a little too thin making YouTube videos and then making sure that our clients are still happy with our products and services. So again, thank you so much for watching, all of your support, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. I'm super excited for 2019. If you made it this far, go ahead and comment below with what type of content you'd like to see more of in 2019, or if you're going to actually go through this exercise, if you're one of the 1 or 2 people who've actually watched this point and will take the 15 minutes to do the exercise, go ahead and comment below with what your #1 revenue driving activity is going to be, and then what you are going to offload so you can focus more on #1. So until the next video, you know what to do. Keep building the business you love.